Welcome to Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube. Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube. Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio. Tanager Basketball is brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Vermilion streaming on. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of customers for over 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, plus a friendly team of professional bankers. Well, I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Jen Ashley, and we are in Canton, where the Vermilion Tanager Boys are getting ready to take on the Canton Seahawks in a Region 4 matchup. Vermilion is 12-6 on the season, coming off two straight wins, one over Ponca Indians out of Ponca, Nebraska. They were 19-1 coming into the game. Good seed point victory for Vermilion. And then a nice victory over Wagner earlier in the week. Wagner, again, another nice seed point victory for this team. We're at halftime of the C game. It was in a different order this tonight. JV played first and then the C team. So we'll kind of give you some play-by-play as the C team is leading right now, 41-14. That is on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Midwest Ready Mix. For all of your concrete needs, call Midwest Ready Mix. They have also partnered and purchased Clark's Rentals in Yankton to expand their opportunities to contractors and individuals. Construction needs. Again, I'm Michael Schumacher, and this is Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK. Oh, we're just about done with halftime here again. Vermilion leading 41-14 in the JV game. They won, I think it was 71-49. A good margin of victory for the Tanagers in that one. Again, 41-14 here on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Vermilion's freshman team doing really well. Luke Jensen hitting from the outside, but some good passing. Just a good all-around game for this freshman team. Well, the most recent South Dakota Prep Media poll has come out, and there's been some changes in boys Class AA. Let's start there. Mitchell received all 18 first-place votes. They're 17-1 on the season, and they have maintained first place. Harrisburg stays in second at 14-3. Brandon Valley. Hey, Andrew Johnson, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying the Tanager basketball. Brandon Valley is 14-3 in third. Washington moves up from fifth into fourth at 11-7. It's after the top three in Class AA. There's really a lot of tumult, if you might. So Washington is now in fourth at 11-7. Roosevelt falls from fourth into fifth at 12-6. Rapid City Stevens goes from 7 points receiving votes to 10, so they're improving. And Watertown enters the rankings. They did receive my fifth place vote, so I am one of the 4 points that they have this week. So we have started action here in the second half of the Class C team, the C team game out there for Vermilion right now. You have Luke Jensen, Spencer Blanchette, Grant Rohrig. Let me just double check all the numbers. Henry Orr and Traquin Thomas out there for the Tanagers. Here's Rohrig over to Blanchette. Blanchette, one of the on the varsity team. Nice reverse layup by Blanchette, makes it 43-14. He elevated, and that was a nice reverse layup. That's hard to defend. That is just hard to defend. Right out there now for Canton. Ball in the hands of number 32, Nate Bryson. Over to Landon Dominici. They get it down low to Bill Ueck. And Ueck is fouled on the play. That'll be the first team foul, and that will be Orr's second personal. Henry Orr with his second personal, the 6'1 freshman. As they inbound the ball here, it's Nate Bryson, and that ball is stolen away by Traquin Thomas. Thomas gets him over to Blanchette. Blanchette back to Thomas. Thomas on the block. They're going to say he was fouled on the floor. That foul is going to be called on Wyatt Greenwood, number 31, I believe they said. Yep, that is his first personal, first team. So Vermilion will inbound the ball. They get it down to Rohrig on the block, out to Orr. Over to Thomas. Blanchette will drive in. And reverse layup, and that is good. Scoop in by Blanchette makes it 45-14. 4:47 to go here in the third quarter. Aiden Stubbson out there for Canton. Here's Rohrig as the ball gets away from Stubbson. Over to Traquin Thomas. Blanchette for three. No, off the back iron, rebound by number 0, Camden Cerdez. Now, there are a couple of sophomores on this C team for Canton. And there's a travel by Aiden Stubbson. Now checking in for Vermilion. You have number 12, Daxton Christensen. Number 34, Caleb Tweeton. Number 35, Cameron Bottleson. And I know I missed a number, Duke Job. Okay. Jen corrected me there because I wasn't sure. Duke Job out there as well. Along with Lucas Solomon. I missed him checking in as well. So a foul on the shot, and it looks like it is number 12, Daxton Christensen, going to the line to shoot two. First free throw is up and rolls out off the top, off the rim. So a good showing so far for JV and Class C. We hope that continues on through the varsity. As you'll hear, we talked to Coach Drake, and there's the second free throw, and that is good for Christensen. When we play the interview with Coach Drake, Vermilion is currently in second in Region 4 based on seed points, but the team in third is Lennox, and right now they don't have a game until Friday. They play Dakota Valley. If they were to defeat Dakota Valley, that would give them enough seed points to pass Vermilion, I believe, even if Vermilion wins both games. But if Vermilion were to win both games, they do need Lennox to lose. What's hurting Vermilion is that Friday game against Parker. Parker's record is 4-15. If they fall to Vermilion, they'd go to 4-16. That's a 20%. They can't get to that 25% threshold. Means 37 seed points or 39 seed points. So it actually hurts their seed point average even with the victory. So 2:39 to go here in the third quarter. 46-14, Vermilion C team leads Canton. And that ball will be out of bounds. Off of Canton. Oh, they're saying it was knocked out of bounds by Vermilion. I didn't see anybody. So out there now for Vermilion, number 10, Miko Beal. Canton, no, put the shot, no good. Rebound, nice rebound there by Lucas Solomon. Solomon with the ball, gets it over to Caleb Tweeton. Nice pass, down low, up and in for Duke Job. Duke Job with the nice pass. Sorry, got distracted by a baby here. Just looking at me. Loves the sound of my voice, I think. 48-14, a minute 30 to go here in the third quarter. Up and in for Caleb Tweeton, the 6-foot freshman. So 36-point lead for Vermilion with a minute 14 to go. Beal knocks that away into the hands of Cameron Bottleson. Down in the paint, up and in for Bottleson. This is going to be a substitution timeout. Coming in for Vermilion, Gavin Ma. Checking out will be Lucas Solomon. And the clock will continue to run with that 30-plus point lead. It is running clock, no matter what game it is. So 45 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Three-point shot for Canton, no good. And that rebound is fought for and stolen away. Stolen away by Tweeton. Into the hands of Duke. All right. 54-14, 40-point lead, 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Vermilion up. As I said, they did win that JV game as well, so a good start to this night for the Tanager Boys. Three-point shot for Canton, and that is good. Number 53, Braxton Kurtz, the 6'2 sophomore with a nice three-pointer. And that will end the third period. 54-17, Vermilion leads. So we'll take a quick timeout here on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVK, and on Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Save means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday. Best Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and with the 6-wheel drive and low-range transfer case, they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is teaming up with Clark's Rentals in Yankton, bringing you a wide range of hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more to get the job done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment for all your concrete needs, and Clark's Rentals, your rental equipment headquarters.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for over 150 years. On the Midwest Ready Mix timeout. Oh, there's a three-pointer by Ma. Ma with the three-pointer. Makes it 57-17, back to a 40-point lead for the Tanagers. 5:22 to go. Again, back to running clock. There will be a foul on the floor. Tonight's scoreboard is sponsored by Midwest Ready Mix for all your concrete needs, called Midwest Ready Mix. And that timeout earlier was brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. Locally owned and operated, Murph's Appliance has been in the home appliance business for over 20 years. Three-point attempt for Canton off the backboard, no good. And that was by Alex Opland with that attempt. And that ball will be over and back. That'll be a turnover on Vermilion. As the clock continues to run, Canton will inbound the ball. 57-17, Canton leads, or Vermilion leads Canton right now. So again, we were discussing so we'll keep this camera on there. I'll kind of keep going over the poll from earlier today. Class A boys in first place, as they have been pretty much all year. Sioux Falls Christian with 18 first place votes, another unanimous first place poll. In Class A, they are 18-0. Hamlin at 17-3 stays in second. Pine Ridge maintains third at 18-1. And then Dakota Valley in fourth at 16-2. And Sioux Valley stays in fifth at 18-2. Also receiving votes, Rapid City Christian and Hot Springs. Now Hot Springs, Beal with a nice move in the paint, makes it 59-17. Hot Springs is the only team to defeat that Pine Ridge team. So I think Pine Ridge, people might be sleeping on them just a little bit. We don't get to see enough of them, East River, but I've tried to watch a couple of their streams, and they look really good. You know, we saw them against Vermilion. That's one thing. But, you know, they've maintained that it wasn't just a one-time thing. They defeated White River. They've defeated other numerous good teams. They also won the LNI, the Lakota Nation Invitational. And so they are a good team. And so don't be surprised if Pine Ridge is able to make a run at state, make it to state and make a run at state. And then Class B, Castlewood is 17-3. They received 9 out of these 18 first-place votes to maintain first. White River stays in second with 8 first-place votes at 17-2. Castlewood fell to Sioux Valley the other day, and that is why that is a little closer than it was last week. And then DeSmet received one first-place vote, and they're in third. Wessington Springs stays in fourth at 18-1. Coming into the poll for the first time is receiving votes last week. Howard at 17-3. Leola Frederick area is next, followed by Viborg Hurley, who was in fifth, and then Del Rapids St. Mary. Del Rapids St. Mary with one vote. And then in girls Class AA, it's stayed pretty much stand pat in the first part. O'Gorman with all 18 first-place votes as a unanimous number one in AA girls. Mitchell at 17-1 in second. Brandon Valley in third at 14-3. Jefferson at 14-4 in fourth. Now, previously number 5, Harrisburg, fell out of the top 5. Formerly receiving votes, Pierre moves into the top 5 at 12-6. Receiving votes this week are Spearfish and Harrisburg. Three-pointer for Canton makes it 61-20 with 1:31 to go here in the fourth quarter of the C game. So I'll kind of give you the action here as we go, and we'll hit that poll up as we go between games. So the ball is in the hands of Kalex Jarman, the freshman guard for Canton. And long three-point attempt for Alex Opland, no good. Rebound into the hands of Cameron Bottleson. Bottleson, with 1 minute to go, gets it into the hands of Beal. Beal drives the baseline, loses the handle. That's picked up by Camden Surdez, and Surdez will be fouled by Beal. The clock will continue to run. Just a reminder, this Tanager Boys team will be back in action on Friday at home against Parker. All right, 33 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. It's three-point attempt for Canton, no good. Off the back iron, rebound by Opland. Opland is blocked by Beal. Rebound into Canton's hand, no good. Rebound by Cameron Bottleson. And Vermilion will just, nope, I thought they might dribble it up, but here's Beal out at the three-point line. Gets it out over to Tweeten. Tweeten over to Bottleson. And they're just going to dribble it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and that is going to be the way it ends. Vermilion's freshman team wins 61-60 on the heels of the JV victory by about 22 points. So Vermilion heads into this varsity game hoping to maintain that momentum. This will be Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have our pregame show here on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermilion, and Yankton, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermilion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with the work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermilion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Need a new set of tires? Look to Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. How about some accessories like WeatherTech floor mats, Access roll-up truck covers, bed liners, remote car starters, and thousands of other products. Hey, you can look at everything at your convenience online too at carlsonsbodyshop.com. No wonder the song says,
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop, your complete car care center.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple, helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermilion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermilion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermilion.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of customers for over 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey, plus a friendly team of professional bankers ready to put you first. Well, let's finish looking at the polls. Normally it's 15 minutes or 20 minutes between games. The games have been running so far ahead that they have put 38 or 40 minutes on the clock. So we'll see if it stays. I'm not quite sure. But since the game was supposed to start at 7. So let's take a look again at Class A girls in the most recent South Dakota Prep Media poll. Flandreau, with 16 first-place votes, stays in first at 20-0. Machpia Luta, that is formerly known as Red Cloud, but they have preferred to be known as Machpia Lupta, and that's the pronunciation I looked up. I found a Lakota dictionary online, so obviously you can only trust so many things on the internet, but I'm going with that for now. If somebody knows differently, please let me know. They received 2 first-place votes at 19, and they're 19-0 on the season. Sioux Falls Christian stays in third at 17-2. Sisseton in fourth at 18-1. And T-Area in fifth at 16-4. Also receiving votes, Wagner, Vermilion, and new to this is Belle-Fourche. Belle-Fourche receiving 1 first-place vote. In Class B, you have Centerville with 11 first-place votes, moved up from second to first. Ethan fell from first into second with 7 first-place votes. Both teams are 18-2. Harding County in third at 19-0. Arlington in fourth, up from fifth, 18-2. Wall falls from fourth into fifth at 16-4. Receiving votes, Lyman with 14, Freeman with 1, and Warner with 1. So that is your look at the South Dakota Prep Media poll as of this afternoon. So let's take a look at the state. Games coming up tonight and games coming up tomorrow. Then we're going to take a look at games, the games coming up in seed points and stuff like that. So, just looking at games tonight, this look around the state is brought to you by Vermilion Medical Clinic. Vermilion Medical Clinic, so much care, so close to home. In AA action, Rapid City Central in boys will be taking on St. Thomas More. That is the only AA boys game tonight. In A boys, Platte Geddes defeated Todd County 57-37. Aberdeen Christian defeated Little Wound 62-45. Groton Area and Dakota Valley. Wow. Groton Area and Dakota Valley are tied at 29 at the half. Remember, that's a Groton Area team that Vermilion defeated up in their house just a few weeks ago on a Friday night. Played really well, one of their best games of the season. And so at the half, Groton Area and number 4 Dakota Valley are tied. Millbank defeated Madison 65-58. That is a big one for Millbank. And then you look at Dubrook Area. We'll play Flandreau. Lemon will take on Belle-Fourche. North Central takes on Great Plains Lutheran. Hanson versus Canastota. Stanley County versus Lyman. Winner versus Crow Creek. Parkston versus Corsica Stickney. Rapid City Christian taking on Lead Deadwood. Marshall, Minnesota taking on Sioux Falls Christian. That's in Marshall, Minnesota. Hot Springs, the receiving votes, Hot Springs taking on Ulrichs. Del Rapids at 14-5 hosting Garrettson. Elk Point Jefferson hosting West Central. Mount Vernon Plankinton and McCook Central Montrose will be doing battle. Tri-Valley versus Baltic. Canton again versus Vermilion. Again, Canton 11-8 on the season. Vermilion 12-6. Custer versus Hill City. Rapid City Central again versus St. Thomas More. And Red Cloud versus Bennett County. I'm assuming both boys and girls want to be called Machpia Luta. And they had Red Cloud here in the South Dakota score stream, so I apologize. And for Class B, Centerville defeated Mitchell Christian 53-41. Aberdeen Christian over Little Wound 62-45. Other games coming up tonight: Faith and New Underwood, Dubrick area and Flandreau, Lemon and Belfouche, Hanson and Canastota, Stanley County versus Lyman, Parkston versus Corsica Stickney, Hot Springs versus Ulrichs, Pipestone area out of Minnesota and Del Rapids St. Mary. That is at Del Rapids St. Mary High School. Sioux Falls Lutheran doing battle with Coleman Egan, and Viborg Hurley versus Gayville Vollen in Viborg Hurley's middle school gym. There are a few girls games going on tonight in Class A and B, just kind of play-in games because the regions start tomorrow. As you know, the Vermilion Tanager girls will play Parker tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and that will be here on 5-Star or ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK, and on Vermilion streaming on YouTube. And so the no play-in games for Region 4, but in Class A, Clark Willow Lake is playing Dual tonight, and Kimball White Lake is playing Platte Geddes. And then in Class B, Oldham Ramona Rutland playing Flandreau Indian, Gregory playing Cologne, Bison versus McIntosh. In a play-in game for Region 4 in Class B, Scotland and Freeman Academy Marion are doing battle. That winner will play Centerville. Now that will be on 5-Star streaming tomorrow, and I will be there. There's a doubleheader. It will be them and then Viborg Hurley and Irene Wakanda out of Centerville. So I will be at that game. Greg Slotsky will be doing the Tanager girls game tomorrow from Vermilion. Just he's having to come up from Cherokee, Iowa. We just figured it would be, with all the drive time, easier for him to do that, and then I will go do the doubleheader in Centerville, put in my time, you know, as I do. And then New Underwood taking on Crazy Horse. Ipswich taking on Sunshine Bible Academy. Teoshpe Topa taking on Takini. And Aberdeen Christian taking on Waverly South Shore. So that's a look at the games from around the state, brought to you by the Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll be back after these messages on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
The first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Interior technicians.
I'm ready for my big role, Jerry.
What do you mean?
You said I'd be in your next 30 commercials.
No. I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning experience. You know, like offices, so they can ensure happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
So the shoot's in an office? I can make that work.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermilion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermilion.
The wait when your furnace and AC needs repair by joining Larry's Heating and Cooling, Comfort Care, and Elite Care Club. Larry's Comfort Care Club features seasonal maintenance discounts on service and no overtime charges. Larry's Elite Club includes seasonal maintenance, free parts, free labor, free service calls, and both mean you are in front of the line for service. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling and sign up for the Comfort Care or Elite Care Club. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Welcome. You are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills. We'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermilion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher, alongside Jennifer Ashley, as we get ready to bring you Tanager Basketball from Canton, South Dakota, where the Canton Bulldogs at 11-8 are taking on the Canton Seahawks are taking on the Vermilion Tanagers at 12-6. I believe the Canton Bulldogs, I believe that was an old NFL team. I don't know where the heck that came from. But it is what it is, I guess. So just taking a look. Let's start taking a look at some of the games coming up. Vermilion Tanager girls tomorrow will be hosting their opening game in the region tournament, their opening game for postseason. And so let's take a look at that. So in Region 4, that's the one we'll start with for Class A. Vermilion will be hosting Parker tomorrow night at the Vermilion High School, 7 o'clock. Pregame with Greg Slotsky will begin around 6:30, and that'll be on ESPN Radio and Vermilion streaming on YouTube. On the other side of that bracket, Lennox, number 4 Lennox taking on number 5 Dakota Valley. That's in Lennox. The winner of that game will play the winner of the Vermilion and Parker game. We want to be cautious, but we hope to assume healthily that it will be Vermilion. In the other side, T area is hosting Beersford, and Elk Point Jefferson is hosting Canton. The winners of those two games will face each other on Thursday in the home gym of whoever's the higher seed. And then those two top two teams from Region 4 will go on to the SODAC 16. Now, 2 years ago, Vermilion did reach the SODAC 16. They had to play St. Thomas More. They played in Pierre. That was my first time getting to help with a broadcast for the Tanagers. I did help the broadcaster at the time, and that was a close game. I believe it was 3 points that the Tanager girls lost by. And remember, the St. Thomas More team ended up winning it all that year. So just a great, great game. And this Tanager girls team feels like there's some destiny to them this season, at least at the very least to make it to state. But let's take a look at Class A Region 1. Number 1 Sisseton versus Teoshpazina. Sisseton should win that one. Millbank versus Wabe Summit. That should be a good one. Millbank is the higher seed at 11-9. Wabe Summit comes in at 10-10. Then on the other side, Aberdeen Roncalli. They were defeated by Vermilion at the DAC 12 NEC Clash a number of weeks ago. They play Redfield. They host Redfield, and then Groton area hosts Webster area. The winners of those two games will face off again on Thursday. Then looking at Region 2, again, Clark Willow Lake and Dual are doing battle tonight, or dueling, if you will, to see who plays Flandreau. Top-ranked Flandreau, who's 18-0, 19-0, 20-0 on the season. I believe they're 20-0 on the season. Let me just double-check. Yes. And then the other side of that bracket, Sioux Valley versus Great Plains Lutheran. Florence Henry is hosting Esteline Hendricks, and Hamlin, number 3 Hamlin, is hosting number 6 Elkton Lake Benton. The winner of those two games will play on Thursday. Region 3, Sioux Falls Christian, number 1 in overall, hosting number 8 Baltic, number 4 West Central, hosting McCook Central Montrose. Then on the other side of the bracket, Garrettson versus Madison, and Tri-Valley versus Del Rapids. So really the top two there, I mean, I guess it's Garrettson, but boy, you see some of these regions, like Region 4, when you have Vermilion, Lennox, Elk Point Jefferson, Del Rapid, or Dakota Valley, and T area. a region that goes really 4 or 5 deep, and then you have one like Region 3 where the second team probably would be number 6 in Region 4. And then you look at Region 5 for Class A. Kimball White Lake taking on Platte Geddes as a play-in game tonight. The winner of that will face Wagner tomorrow night. Then Mount Vernon Plankinton facing Bon Homme tomorrow night. That should be a good one. That's in Plankinton. Bon Homme 14-6. Mount Vernon Plankinton 15-5. That Mount MVP team, we know how good they are with Fox and Russ. They seem to have some issues as of late, but they are a good team. Number 2 Parkston versus number 7 Chamberlain. And then 3rd-seeded Hanson versus Sanborn Central Woonsocket. So then in Region 6 in Class A, Mobridge Pollock versus Cheyenne Eagle Butte. Crow Creek versus Dupree. On the other side, it's Miller versus Stanley County. Miller at 13-7. And then McLaughlin and North Central. These games are all tomorrow night, unless I say it's a play-in game. And then the winners will play again on Thursday. And then in Region 7, it's Luta. Oh, sorry. Let me bring that up here. I apologize. Magpia Luta, also formerly known as Red Cloud, is the number 1 seed. They face St. Francis Indian. Bennett County faces Lakota Tech on the one side. And then number 2 winner faces Pine Ridge. And Little Wound faces Todd County. And then finally in Region 8, it's a 7-person team, 7-team region. So Belle Fourche is already qualified for the Sodak 16. Belle Fourche gets a week off, which is a really, actually almost 2 weeks off. Really nice benefit for that team. Get to heal up a little bit, not have all the travel. Just worry about getting a little rusty in that amount of time. They will play the winner of Rapid City Christian and Custer. And then so they will face the winner of Rapid City Christian and Custer, so that will be Tuesday. Okay, I was misreading that. And then Hill City and Deadwood will face off, and St. Thomas More facing Hot Springs. So the winners of those games will face off on Thursday. So that is your look around Class A girls for Sodak 16. When we come back, we will have our interview with Coach Jay Drake of the Vermilion Tanagers here on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM. Alongside Jen Ashley, I'm Michael Schumacher, and we're also on Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, your floral and gift store on the corner of 15th and Broadway. We have what you need this holiday season. The freshest flowers and plants, home decor, candles, games, puzzles, socks, a great foodie corner, and of course beautiful jewelry, because we love things that sparkle. Be sure to stop by and see all that we have. It will surprise you. Shop local, shop Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, your floral and gift store.
Your crew is craving Pizza Ranch? It's easy to order online at pizzaranch.com. Online ordering makes it fast and easy to order craveable crispy ranch chicken or build your favorite pizza exactly how you like it. And now, for even more convenience, place your favorite order with just one tap. So when you're craving pizza or the country's best chicken, go to pizzaranch.com and start your order. For craveable food and convenient online ordering, there's so much to love at Pizza Ranch.
For the Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack Vermilion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's doubled with the Perks card from Pump and Pack Vermilion.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermilion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women, names like Ariat and Carhartt for men, boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermilion.
Sherco in Vermilion is a full-service service center. Sherco LLC is an industry-leading supplier of tarp systems to the transportation industry and is located in Vermilion, South Dakota. Sherco Vermilion supports their customers in the agricultural, construction, waste, and flatbed market. Become a part of the Sherco team. Go to sure-co.com, about us/careers. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Welcome back to our Coach's Conversation. On the line, we have Coach Jay Drake of the Vermilion Tanagers with us. Coach, final week of the regular season. How you feeling today?
Yeah, a little different, obviously, today with kids not being in school and stuff, but 2 games left in the regular season, and our final conference game tonight with a good Canton team, and so had a shoot around this morning, and we'll obviously need to play with some urgency tonight and be ready to go and see what we can do.
Coming off a week that saw a victory in Wagner and a victory over Ponca, how are you and the team feeling right now?
Yeah, last week obviously started the week slow with the our game in Lennox, and even got off to kind of a slow start in the Wagner game, but probably the last game and a half with the second half with Wagner and the game against Ponca starting to play some better basketball, and we need to be able to carry some of that into this week. And like anything, you're trying to play your best basketball as the regions start a week from tomorrow, and if we can play 2 solid games this week, hopefully we're trending in the right direction.
Well, like you said, 2 games this week. Right now, in the region, you're second, so kind of, control the controllables. If you take care of business on your end with Canton and Parker, should at least be looking at 1, if not, potentially 2 home games, depending on victories and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's basically going in the week. We are the 2 seed today. Really, from a PowerPoint standpoint, we'll have to win both games this week. And we would still need Lennox to lose to Dakota Valley on Friday, because if they were to get that game over DV, they would actually jump us and stuff. But like we've told our guys, that's out of our control. The things we can control is to try to go get a conference win tonight against Canton. And if we do that, then it does put a little pressure on Lennox. And that'll be a game against DV that could go either way, obviously, on Friday. And we'd still have to get our Parker game. But if we don't get tonight, we don't play well. If we suffer a loss to Canton, then obviously the 2 seed will be out of our no shot at that anymore, and probably sitting at the 3 seed.
Well, and you come into this game coming off, like I said, the Ponca win and the game in Wagner. Really feels like Zone and Carter have kind of elevated their game. We talked about that a little bit, just as the most experienced players out there for you. It feels like maybe they've taken on the mantle of leadership, and then Trey and Bryson doing what they do, still scoring and doing their thing. Does it feel like this team is clicking on all cylinders and kind of where you'd hope they'd be, playing their best ball right now?
Yeah, I think we're getting there. We're close, and anytime as a coach, you still want some improvement, and we've got to embrace the fact as a team that even though it is the last week of the regular season, there's still opportunities, whether it's a game tonight or our practices this week and a game on Friday. Still plenty of time to improve and get better in certain areas. Big key has been we have to improve rebounding the basketball. I think we've done a better job the last couple games. But tonight with Canton's length and athleticism, it presents a different challenge there. And, so we've done some nice things. The biggest thing is now we've got to show some consistency and kind of string those games together of doing those things on a consistent basis.
Well, and you mentioned Canton and their athleticism. You know, obviously probably known more as a football school. They have good size, but good physicality, kind of led by Kane Wallner on that physical element. What are some things that this Seahawks team brings that pose some challenges for your squad?
Well, the length, number one, you know, they go 6'3", 6'1", 6'4", 6'6", 6'7". And then you also had the Wallner kid who's 6'2", 6'3", and just his body physique for a high school kid. He looks the part, obviously, and big, strong football player. But they can score in bunches. They've played some really good teams straight up. They're explosive, especially at home. They can score points in a hurry. They get out in transition. They'll pressure us all over the place. So, it's a team. Last year we ended the regular season with them that ended up having to be played over at the USD SCSC due to a water issue in our gym. But they got us in overtime to end the regular season last year. And this is another one that and they're still kind of battling. They're sitting at the 5 seed, but if they can get a win over us tonight, and then they have a couple opponents that could get some bonus points for them this week. And T, who's the 4 seed, has a couple opponents that could drop some bonus points for them. So they're in a situation that they're playing for a lot, and they have a chance to still get a 4 seed, which would give them a home court in the first round. And like I said earlier, we're still battling for a situation where if we can get a couple wins this week and catch a break on Friday with DBB and Lennox, we could get to a 2 seed.
When you talked about some of their close games, one of them that maybe sticks out, and it obviously was before Porter played, but they played Lennox 73-70, and Sioux Falls Christian, they were within, I think, 16 or something like that. So they have had some of those close games, and so obviously learning how to win as well, developing some of that. So it looks like it's going to be a good matchup. What do you hope to just see from your team? Just that consistency and that rebounding that you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, we wish we could guarantee how we're going to shoot the ball every night, but we can't guarantee that. Again, hopefully we get a good rhythm and flow offensively and have good floor spacing. But the biggest concern tonight is obviously when a team like them, and like you mentioned, they've scored a lot of points against some really good teams, Christian and Lennox being 2 of them. And anytime you can put up that kind of points in a game against those type of opponents, it tells you that they're doing some things well offensively. And so we're really going to have to guard them tonight. Going to have to guard well, and then, finishing plays too, limiting them to one tough shot and one and done on their offensive end, and not letting them get extra opportunities on the offensive boards.
All right, well, Coach, looking forward to it. I want to thank you for taking the time to talk with me today. Really appreciate it, and we'll see you after the game tonight.
All right, thanks a lot, Michael.
That was Coach Jay Drake of the Vermilion Tanagers here on our pregame show as we get ready to bring you the Canton Seahawks hosting the Vermilion Tanagers as they get ready for the close of their regular season. We'll be back with more after these messages on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Visit our sleep experts at the Yankton Slumberland. With over 50 mattresses to choose from, we carry every price, free financing options, and the most trusted brands in the nation like Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. Snoring or lower back pain tormenting you? Seek relief with an adjustable power base. Fall asleep faster and cooler with our sheets and pillow selection. With a 120-night sleep trial, you can't make a mistake. See us today at the Yankton Slumberland, 2401 Broadway.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermilion.
You ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, for over 150 years supporting the hopes and dreams of all of their clientele. Well, let's take a look around the state in Class A basketball for boys, as we're getting down to the point where seeding matters. And as I talked to earlier, right now for Vermilion, they are currently in the top. In the second spot in Region 4, but that could easily change. And so let's just take a look right now at the regions, and we'll start with Region 4A. So at the top, you have Dakota Valley with 45.176 seed points, followed by Vermilion with 43.167, followed closely behind by Lennox with 42.895, and then T area in fourth at 41. This Canton team in fifth at 40.789, EPJ at 38.667, Beersford, and then Parker. So if the season were to end today, Vermilion would play Beersford, but there's a lot of season left. Vermilion plays Canton tonight, and from this game, they can earn 47 seed points. But on the flip side, their game against Parker on Friday, let's take a look. Yeah. Parker doesn't play again, so the best, a win against Parker gives them the lowest seed point ability, which is 41. So 88 points, it's an average of 44, so that wouldn't help them too much, but a loss would be catastrophic. They need both of those. And then Lennox plays Dakota Valley on Friday. They don't play again until that night, but they play Dakota Valley. Now, if they were to defeat a Dakota Valley team, was 15, would then be 15-3. That seed point would give them 50, which might be just enough to get them over the top against these the Tanagers. So Vermilion needs to take care of business, control the controllables, and then hope that Lennox does not beat Dakota Valley, because leave it up to the math gods at that point. And so Vermilion currently in second would play Beersford. Dakota Valley would play Parker. Lennox right now would play EPJ. And T area would be playing Canton. So let's take a look elsewhere in Class A. Class 1A, currently it's Groton area that this Vermilion team defeated, is at the top of 1A, followed by Teoshpazina, Millbank, and Waubay Summit. In 2A, the top four teams right now are Sioux Valley, Hamlin, Flandreau, and Great Plains Lutheran. In 3A, you look at Sioux Falls Christian at 18-0, followed by Del Rapids, Baltic, and West Central. So, I mean, if everything goes according to script, if it goes chalk, Sioux Falls Christian and Del Rapids would be playing, would be the two coming out of that region. But again, a lot of season left. And then we take a look at 5A. 5A features Parkston at the top, followed by Wagner, Sanborn Central Woonsocket, and Hanson. And now those top two teams, Vermilion has defeated both of them. So that is a good sign for Vermilion. In 6A, it's McLaughlin, Cheyenne Eagle Butte, Mobridge Pollock, and Stanley County. In 7A, we're looking at Pine Ridge at the top, Winter, Lakota Tech, and Makpia Luta. And then finally in 8A, they are led by Rapid City Christian at 16-2, followed by Hot Springs close behind by about 0.4 of a point. St. Thomas More and Custer. Hot Springs, the games they have left, let's take a look here. They are playing tomorrow. No, they're playing, it says 2/21, but I believe that would be Wednesday. They're playing Red Cloud or Makpia Luta, and then on the 23rd, they would be playing Rapid City Christian. So a good night, big-time chance for either Rapid City Christian or Hot Springs to secure first or second there. And then, yeah, followed by St. Thomas More and Custer. So then if you look at the standings in Class A altogether, overall in Class A, what you're looking at is, at the top you have Sioux Falls Christian, Pine Ridge. So if absolutely everything went according to chalk, it's Sioux Falls Christian, Pine Ridge, Sioux Valley, Hamlin, Dakota Valley, Rapid City Christian, Hot Springs, Del Rapids. The bottom 8, Winter, Vermilion, Groton area, Lennox, St. Thomas More, Parkston, Custer, and Teoshpa, Xena. So right now Vermilion would play number 7, Hot Springs. Don't know how they would set that up, if you'd have to travel all the way for that SODAC 16, but a lot can happen. So we're getting down to that crunch time. So when we come back, we're going to start discussing starting lineups. We'll be back after these messages on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Last week, a guy walked into the UPS store in Vermilion. He did not notice the copiers, the printers, the mailboxes, the banners, the posters, not even the business and shipping supplies. It was like he had blinders on. Hi, this is Jay with the UPS store in Vermilion. Many people don't see everything we have to offer when they stop by the UPS store to ship their packages. They miss all the things we have, like printing, designing. We even offer notary services here at the UPS store, located on Cherry Street in Vermilion.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermilion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermilion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermilion Auto Works.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermilion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermilion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermilion Vision Care Associates.
Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball from Canton High School in Canton, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Jen Ashley as we get ready to bring you Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. This is the pregame show as they are doing the school fight song for Canton. Let's take a look at how these two teams got here. First, for Canton, they started off the season with a victory over EPJ Garrettson and then fell 85-67 to Dakota Valley. They held tight with Lennox 73-70. They defeated Alcester Hudson, fell to Del Rapids 65-61. Beat Elkton Lake Benton, beat Beersford, beat Tri-Valley, beat Sioux Falls Lutheran, beat Dual, and then fell to Sioux Falls Christian by 16. Defeated Canastota, fell to T-Area, fell to Baltic, and fell to Madison, defeating Parker, losing to West Central, defeating Hanson, and coming tonight to Vermilion. We're going to pause for the national anthem. Always love the national anthem. Everyone removes their hat. Everyone shows their respect and stands. Love seeing that. So here start the starting lineups they're going to give for Vermilion as the Tanagers will start Connor Roaring. Connor's averaging 5.6 points per game. Bryson Skogsberg averaging 13.3. Zone Robinson 10.7. Carter Hansen 12.6. And Trey Hansen 15.9 points per game. Rorig averages 2.9 rebounds, 1.2 assists, and 1.3 steals. Skogsberg, 5.5 rebounds. Zone Robinson averages 4.6 rebounds, 2.1 assists, and 1.7 steals. And then the Hansen brothers, 7.2 rebounds for Carter, 2.6 assists, and 1.5 steals. Trey Hansen, 6.7 rebounds, 3.4 assists, and 2.7 rebounds. So starting for Canton, you have number 11, Braxton Mulder. Number 14, Ryan Cooper. Number 22, Julius Moore. Number 33, Matt Anderson. And then number 42, Pierce Mastelier. Braxton Mulder, a 6'3", senior guard. Ryan Cooper, a 6'6", senior forward. So a definite size advantage. Length, as Coach Drake mentioned. Julius Moore, a 6'1", senior guard. Matt Anderson, 6'7", senior forward. And Pierce Mastelier, a 6'4", senior forward. So this should be a good matchup. Vermilion's quickness against the size advantage of Canton. Jumping for Vermilion will be number 24, Carter Hansen, as he has done all season long. Jumping for Canton will be number 33, Matt Anderson. And the ball is in the air, and tip is won by Carter, but into the hands of Canton. Number 11, Braxton Mulder, gets it over to Moore. There's a three-point shot by number 14, Ryan Cooper. No good. Rebound, Zone Robinson. Here's Skogsberg, drives the lane up with the left hand. Nice by Bryson Skogsberg. Skogsberg might not have been hitting so much lately with his outside shot, but he's developed a real ability to drive and create that way, even a short little jumper that is really adapted well for Skogsberg. That ball is knocked out of bounds by Trey Hansen. 7:34 to go. Vermilion leads 2-0. Here's Julius Moore in the lower left corner. Canton in their white uniforms. Blue letters and numbers with gold trim. Also blue and gold along the sides. Here is a pass down low, up and in for number 33, Matt Anderson. Here's Carter Hansen with the ball. Gets it over to Skogsberg on the left-hand side. Vermilion in their black uniforms. White letters and red trim and red numbers with white trim. Zone Robinson from the free throw line left it short. Rebound there by Julius Moore. Moore pushes it up, and that is a pass to Braxton Mulder, who got behind everybody. Makes it 4-2 Vermilion. 6:50 to go. Trey Hansen, full court press by Canton. Gets past Moore. Goes in, up with the left hand. No good. Rebound to Braxton Mulder. Cross-court pass to Moore. They get it out top to Braxton Mulder. Mulder for three. And just like that, it's 7-2, 90 seconds in. Skogsberg with the ball, guarded by Matt Anderson. Skogsberg for a long three, and that is good. That's an answer by Bryson Skogsberg. Makes it 7-5 with 6:14 to go. Vermilion picking the press up as well. They get it across, get it into Anderson, or Mastelier, I apologize. That pass is wide, and that will be turned over to Vermilion. We're 2 minutes in. Vermilion trails 7-5. Skogsberg inbounds to Carter Hansen. Carter brings it across midcourt. Gets it over to Trey. Trey on the left-hand side. Cross-court skip pass to Skogsberg. For three. That'll be... Oh, no! That is good. I thought it was short from this angle. But 8 points for Skogsburg, all 8 of Vermilion's points. Makes it 8-7, 5:44 to go. Here's Mastelier. Mastelier over to Mulder for 3, and that is good. Mulder and Skogsburg trading baskets. Here's Carter Hansen. Gets the ball over to Trey. Trey will drive in, and that pass is intercepted. Pass is ahead to Anderson, and Anderson leaves it up and good. Matt Anderson with 2 buckets now. Pass ahead to Trey Hansen. Trey Hansen, good. And there's going to be a timeout called by Coach Jay Drake of the Vermilion Tanagers. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a timeout as well on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to Canton, South Dakota. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. That timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. For over 20 years, locally owned and operated, Murph's has met the appliance needs of their customers. With 5:14 to go on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, Vermilion trails 12-10. Bringing the ball up for Canton will be number 11, Braxton Mulder. Mulder gets it over to Julius Moore. Moore guarded by Connor Rohrig. Over to Mastelier, over to Mulder. And here's a drive. Kick out, and boy, almost a steal by Zone. Here's Mulder for 3. That is off the mark. Rebound by Trey Hansen. Between Trey and Carter, they average about 14 rebounds per game. Bryson Skogsburg up with the left hand. He has 10 points on the night, makes it 12-12. Ties it up at 4:39 to go. There's a long 3-point attempt for Ryan Cooper. Makes it 15-12. Here's Zone Robinson, bring the ball up. Zone drives in, kicks it back out to Skogsburg. Thought about the 3. Pull-up jumper is good for Bryson Skogsburg. You can tell he's feeling it. Last few weeks he would have been a little gun-shy to take that, but not tonight. And here is Matt Anderson, over to Moore. Over to Mastelier. Mastelier back to Anderson. Anderson with the pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound, Zone Robinson. That's Robinson's second rebound of the night. 15-14, Vermilion trails halfway through this first quarter. Here's Skogsburg. Skogsburg has the ball stolen by Mulder. Into the hands of Cooper. Cooper gets it down to Mastelier. Here's Moore. Moore down low, and that is good to Matt Anderson. 17-14, 3-point lead for Canton. Hands the ball off to Zone Robinson, who drives into the center of the lane. Kicks it out to Trey Hansen, who drives the baseline. Kicks out to Zone. Over to Carter. Carter with the bounce pass to Zone. Down to Trey. Trey goes up. No good. And they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul. See if it was on the shot. And that's going to be on Moore. That'll be Moore's first personal, first team. And yeah, Trey Hansen will go to the line to shoot 2. So checking in for Canton will be number 20, Aiden Judding, a 5'8" senior guard. As well as I believe number 12, Kane Wallner. First free throw for Trey is no good. Landon Cerny checks in. Connor Rohrig checks out. Moore and Cooper check out for Canton as Kane Wallner and Aiden Judding check in. Second free throw for Trey is also short. Here's Judding with the ball. That shot for 3 is no good. Rebounded by Carter Hansen. Carter on the elbow floater up, no good. That ball is rebounded and stolen away by Zone. Zone is trapped in the corner but gets it out. Skogsburg for a long 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound Mastelier. Here's Mulder, gets it over to Wallner. Wallner, the football star, who's being recruited by high D1 FCS level teams. Here's Matt Anderson, gets it over to Wallner. Wallner gets to a cutting Mulder. Mulder now has 10 points on the night. Makes it 19-14, biggest lead of the night for Canton. Skogsberg for 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebound to Matt Anderson. So 2:09 to go here in the first quarter. Vermilion trails 19-14. Anderson turnaround with the jumper. No good. Rebound, Trey Hansen. Trey gets it over to Zone, and Zone just cannot reach the pass. So 1:57 to go. 19-14. Canton will inbound the ball. It's been a fast-paced first quarter. Both teams on pace to score almost 80 points. So here's Wallner at the top of the key, guarded by Landon Cerny. Here's Judding, down low to Anderson. Has it knocked away by Carter Hansen, but into the hands of Judding. Wallner drives in, kicks it over to Mastelier. Matt Anderson hits a cutting Mulder. Mulder turnaround in the paint, up and good. Mulder now has 12 points on the night. 7-point lead, and that is going to be a foul on Bryson Skogsberg. So checking in, Ryan Cooper. Checking out is Pierce Mastelier. Every starter on this Canton team is a senior. Here's Cooper. Gets it over to Matt Anderson. Good ball movement by this Canton team. And that probably should have been called a foul travel on Wallner, but it wasn't. Here's a kick over to Anderson. Mulder gets it over to Judding. Judding for 3, and that is good. (24-14), a minute to go here in the first quarter. Carter Hansen, the ball over to Trey. Vermilion needs a score, and rebound Bryson Skogsberg. They're going to call a jump ball, so that will favor Vermilion. So Trey Hansen to inbound the ball for Vermilion. Get on the court, Trey Hansen, Carter Hansen, Zone Robinson, Bryson Skogsberg, and Landon Cerny. Quick into Zone Robinson under the basket for his first 2 points. Nice pass by Trey Hansen. Now Vermilion just needs a stop. Here's Anderson out to Cooper. Cooper for 3. Boy, Canton just cannot miss today. 27-16, 11-point lead. Shot clock is off. 25 seconds to go. And that's what you get with this Canton team. They're either on or off. There's no in between. 16 seconds to go on the shot clock. And Trey Hansen drives in, tries to get a pass down low. Stolen away by Cerny, up for Trey Hansen. No good, but Landon Cerny helped create that steal. And Hansen will go to the line to shoot 2, trying to get this back down to a single-digit lead. Oh for 2 from the line. First free throw for Hansen is up and good. It gives him 3 points on the night, makes it 27-17. 1.3 seconds remaining for this first quarter. Second free throw up and good. 27-18, 9-point lead. Long shot, no good, hits the rafters. So after 1, Vermilion 18, Canton 27. We'll be back after these messages on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you got to call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage.
A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio and Vermilion streaming on YouTube. Just got a report that Groton area defeated Dakota Valley. So that's going to kind of upset Region 4. Was not expecting that news tonight. Region 4 now with the Groton area defeating Dakota Valley. Back here, Vermilion Trails 27-18. Julius Moore with the ball. There's a long three-point attempt for Canton. No good, but a rebound to Canton. Get it into Moore, out to Cooper. Cooper for three, and that'll be good. Makes it 30-18. Here's Trey Hansen over to Bryson Skogsberg. Skogsberg for three, and that is short. Rebound, Julius Moore. And that makes it 32-18 as Julius Moore just got his first bucket of the night. We'll keep it right here. 7:21 to go here in the second quarter. Vermilion Trails 32-18. So Canton right now doesn't seem to be able to miss from the outside, which you wonder if they're going to have to start playing a little bit different defensively to try to get a hand in their face. But boy, that makes it tough. So with Dakota Valley falling, we'll see what that does for their seed points. Falling to Groton area. I mean, Groton area is a we'll go to 16-4 on the season. So that does make them a 39-point for loss. So Vermilion, has a good chance to even try to get that top spot, but they have to win tonight. So here's Zone Robinson. Vermilion trailing 32-18 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. That timeout was brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. For over 20 years serving their customers. Connor Rohrig to the elbow, kicks it out to Robinson. Robinson for three! No, just off the iron, but to Skogsberg with the rebound. And here's Connor Rohrig over to Trey. Trey drives in, kicks it out to Zone, and they're going to call it travel on Trey. So 6:55 to go on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Vermilion trails by 14, 32-18. They just need to start getting some stops, and if they can get some scores, even just trying to drive it in, they seem to be relying on some three-pointers. Here's Moore. Down low, stolen by Skogsberg. First step is a stop, and that's what they got. Here's Trey Hansen over to Carter, over to Zone. Rohrig in the lower right corner. Rohrig up to Carter. Carter drives in, pull-up jumper. Oh no, just off the back iron. Rebound, Julius Moore. And that is stolen away by Zone Robinson. Goes up and in for Zone Robinson. Takes it all the way after the steal. Makes it 32-20, 6:13 to go. Moore gets it down low to Braxton Mulder, and they get those 2 points right back. Mulder has 14 points on the night. 34-20, 6 minutes to go. Zone Robinson for three, no good. Rebound, Julius Moore. Here's Mulder. Mulder gets it into Matt Anderson, up and in. That's 8 points for Matt Anderson. Here's Rohrig up with the right hand, no good. Rebound, Trey Hansen, turnaround, up and no good. Here's Mulder over to Moore. Down low to Mastelier, up, no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Canton. So 16-point lead, the biggest lead of the night for Canton. Vermilion got to stop. They need to start getting some scores. So pass to Trey Hansen, who drives in. And that pass They're not anticipating the speed of this Canton team, it doesn't seem. A couple of passes that were stolen. Matt Anderson pulls up, jumper from 3, and that is good. And that'll be another timeout for Coach Jay Drake. And we'll take a timeout as well here on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, 39-20, Canton leads.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Safe means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio. That timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance. On the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, Vermilion trails 39-20 with 5:05 to go in the second quarter. Canton just currently shooting the lights out from 3 points. So we'll see if that tails off at all. And Vermilion just having trouble getting anything going offensively. Zone gets the ball over to Bryson Skogsberg. Skogsberg drives in, goes up with the right hand, no foul called. Ball stolen away by Rohrig. Hansen into the paint, goes up, and he is going to be fouled by, looks like, Braxton Mulder. That'll be Mulder's first personal, first team of the quarter. Trey's first free throw is up and good. Makes him 3 for 5 for the night. Coming in for Mulder is Julius Moore. Out there right now for Canton, Anderson, Mastelier, Moore, Wallner, and Judding. Second free throw up and good for Trey Hansen. Makes it 39-22, 4:34. Now they need to stop. Here's Mastelier. Gets it over to Wallner. Has the ball stolen away by Carter Hansen. Carter gets it over to Bryson. Bryson drives in on Wallner. Gets it over to Carter. Carter for a long 3. No, off the back iron rebound by Kane Wallner. Here's Judding. Cross-court pass to Moore is too high. That'll go back to Vermilion. 39-22. Vermilion trails by 17. So Carter Hansen over to Bryson Skogsberg. Cooper looking to check back in for Canton. Carter Hansen gets it over to Trey. Skogsberg for 3, no good. That ball is tapped out into the hands of Mastelier. Gets it out to Wallner. Wallner drives. It's over to Moore. Over to Anderson. Judding for 3, yes. And that's going to be a timeout called by Canton. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion.
Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and with the 6-wheel drive and low-range transfer case, they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is teaming up with Clark's Rentals in Yankton, bringing you a wide range of hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more to get the job done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment for all your concrete needs, and Clark's Rentals, your rental equipment headquarters.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio and Vermilion Streaming. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Jen Ashley. 3:23 to go. Vermilion trails 42-22. This is the biggest lead for Canton, who seems to have, I don't know what on their side. That last three-pointer just shouldn't have fallen, but it did. So here's Connor Rohrig. Gets the ball over midcourt. Gets the ball back to Carter Hansen. Hansen gets a cutting Connor Rohrig. And that is going to be out of bounds off of Canton. So Trey Hansen gets the ball into zone. Back into Trey on the block. Trey goes up and no good. Gets his own rebound. Brings it back out. And these officials are really allowing them to play. Only 2 total fouls have been called. 3 total fouls have been called. Wallner gets across to Cooper. Down low to a cutting Wallner. Over to Moore. Moore drives in, kicks it over to Wallner. Wallner drives. Moore for 3, no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Cooper. That'll go back to Vermilion. 42-22 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Vermilion needs to just chip away and chip away, needing stops and scores, stops and scores. I know that sounds easy. And Carter Hansen, fouled on the drive, will go to the line to shoot 2. Carter has yet to score tonight. Averages about 12.6 points per game. And he is fouled by Cooper, by Ryan Cooper. That is Cooper's first personal. Second team of the quarter. Carter's first free throw is up and good. Landon Cerny checks in for Connor Rohrig. Next free throw is up and good for Carter. Makes it a 42-24 game with 2:25 to go here in the second quarter. If you're Vermilion, looking to try to get it down to maybe 14, 13. I mean, maybe you can get it down to single digits, but he needs to start with a stop here. Julius Moore with the ball. Thought about pulling up for the 3. Gives it over to Cooper. Matt Anderson guarded by Carter Hansen. Braxton Mulder over to Wallner. Wallner over to Cooper. Cooper for 3, and that is good. (45-24). Biggest lead of the night for Canton. Carter goes up, and he is fouled on the shot. Going to be on Moore. That'll be Moore's second personal. Third team of the quarter. Free throw for Carter is up and good. Gives him 3 points on the night. Minute 40 to go. Vermilion trails by 20. Mastelier comes in. Moore comes out. Judding comes in. And Mulder comes out. That free throw is also good for Carter. All right, takes it down to a 19-point lead. Minute 35 to go for Canton. Ball in the hands of Wallner. Wallner drives in, kicks it out to Cooper. Wallner for 3, no good. Rebound out of bounds off of Zone Robinson. Judding to inbound the ball, gets it out to Kane Wallner, gets it back to Judding. They try to get it down low. That is stolen away by Cerny, created by Trey. Skogsberg for a long 3, no good. But we are not getting offensive rebounds. 45-26, minute 9 to go. And there's Anderson up, no good. Rebound into the hands of Carter Hansen. That is his third. Zone Robinson up ahead, up and good. Gets it down to 17 with 56 seconds to go. Has been as high as 21. If they can get a stop here and get a score before the end of the quarter, it becomes much more manageable. Here's Judding. Gets it into the hands of Cooper, who's guarded by Zone. Over to Anderson. 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Anderson drives in, and that ball is out of bounds off of Carter Hansen. 9 seconds remain on the shot clock. I believe that was called a travel on the other end, but not on this end. So I'm not quite sure, but it is what it is. So inbounding the ball will be Ryan Cooper. He gets the ball into Mastelier, who gets it out to Cooper for three. No good. Rebound, Trey Hansen. Vermilion shot clock is off. Vermilion with a chance. Looks like they'll play for the final shot. Trey Hansen, guarded by Judding. 17 seconds to go. Gets it over to Carter. Carter back to Trey. Vermilion down by 17. Looking to trim it down maybe to 15, possibly 14. Trey drives in, goes up with the right hand. No good. Rebound into the hands of Anderson. Pass ahead to Mastelier. And up and no good. No good by Mastelier. So that's the way the first half will end. 45-28. Vermilion trails on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. We'll be back after these messages on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube. We'll be back with our Carlson's Body Shop halftime show.
Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermilion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with the work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermilion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Need a new set of tires? Look to Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. How about some accessories like WeatherTech floor mats, access roll-up truck covers, bed liners, remote car starters, and thousands of other products. Hey, you can look at everything at your convenience online too at carlsonsbodyshop.com. No wonder the song says,
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop, your complete car care center.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple, helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermilion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermilion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermilion.
Welcome back. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Jen Ashley. This is ESPN Radio and Vermilion streaming on YouTube. This is our Carlson's Body Shop halftime show. At the half, Vermilion trails 45-28. In that first half, Vermilion was led by Bryson Skogsberg with 12 points. Zone Robinson and Trey Hansen each with 6, and Carter Hansen with 4. For Canton, Braxton Mulder with 14. Ryan Cooper with 12, Matt Anderson with 11, Aiden Judding with 6, and Julius Moore with 2. 45-28. Vermilion trails by 17. That lead has been as much as 21. So we'll see. Two things are going against Vermilion right now. Canton can't seem to miss from the outside, and Vermilion can't seem to hit from the outside right now. Can't seem to hit much at all. they're getting some stops, and they still just can't seem to capitalize. And when they are missing, they are not getting second chance points. They're not getting offensive rebounds. So that will make it tough. When we come back, we're going to take a look around the state. But this is the Carlson's Body Shop halftime show, brought to you by Carlson's Body Shop on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
The first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Interior technicians.
I'm ready for my big role, Jerry.
What do you mean?
You said I'd be in your next 30 commercials.
No. I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning experience. Like offices, so they can ensure happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
So the shoot's in an office? I can make that work.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermilion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermilion.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, for over 150 years, serving the needs of their customers with personal, business, and ag lending. Here at the halftime on the Carlson's Body Shop halftime show, I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Jen Ashley. Vermilion trails on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, 45-28. Well, let's take a look around the state, brought to you by Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. In Class A, the upset of the night, number 4, Dakota Valley, who is number 1 in seed points in Region 4, falls to Groton area, 71-54. And I have not seen how that will affect everything, but that will bring them back to the pack a little bit. Vermilion currently sits in second. Now, of course, they need to take care of business here for that to really be a benefit. But Platte Geddes, we'll see how that works out. Platte Geddes defeats Todd County 57-37. Aberdeen Christian over Little Wound 62-45. Millbank defeats Madison 65-58. Winner leads Crow Creek 23-13 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Hot Springs leads Ulrich 57-10 at the half. Sioux Falls Christian over Marshall, Minnesota 20-19 with 7 minutes to go in the first. EPJ over West Central 33-17 at the half. Del Rapids defeats Garrettson 69-33. And those are the score updates so far in Class A. In Class B, Centerville beat Mitchell Christian 53-41. Del Rapids St. Mary leads Pipestone area out of Minnesota 29-25 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Those are the only score updates in Class B, boys. In Class A, girls, the play-in games, Kimball White Lake leads Platte Geddes 23-15 at the half. Clark Willow Lake leads Dual 11-8 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. In Class B, Oldham Ramona Rutland leads Flandreau Indian 73-41 with 1 minute to go. Gregory leads Cologne 24-7 with 7 minutes to go in the second. Sunshine Bible Academy over Ipswich 8-7 after 1. And in Scotland, Freeman Academy Marion leads Scotland 12-9 with 1 minute to go in the second. The winner of that game gets to play Centerville in the Region 4B tournament tomorrow night in Centerville. Those games will be on 5-star streaming on YouTube. I will be there to bring you that action as Centerville will face the winner of Freeman Academy Marion Scotland, as well as Viborg Hurley and Irene Wakanda. Greg Slotsky will be on the call for the Tanager girls as they take on Parker in a rematch of last Friday. So that's your look around the state, brought to you by Vermilion Medical Clinic. Vermilion Medical Clinic, so much care, so close to home. When we come back, we'll bring you the second half here on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK. This is the Carlson's Body Shop Halftime Show on Vermilion Streaming on YouTube.
The wait when your furnace and AC needs repair by joining Larry's Heating and Cooling, Comfort Care, and Elite Care Club. Larry's Comfort Care Club features seasonal maintenance discounts on service and no overtime charges. Larry's Elite Club includes seasonal maintenance, free parts, free labor, free service calls, and both mean you are in front of the line for service. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling and sign up for the Comfort Care or Elite Care Club. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
You are self-motivated, accountable, and eager to learn new skills. We'd love to talk to you about a rock star career. Masaba in Vermilion is hiring full and part-time manufacturing positions for the rock industry. Masaba provides comprehensive training in a clean, safe, and state-of-the-art facility. Masaba offers competitive wages, a fun and interesting work environment and culture. Join our team of rock stars. Visit masabainc.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball as we get ready for the second half. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Jen Ashley. At the half, Vermilion trails 45-28 to Canton. We'll see if Canton has cooled off from the outside and if Vermilion can heat up. Vermilion was getting looks. Now, one thing is they need to adjust. It seems like these officials are allowing these teams to play physical. And I believe that's what Canton wants, and Vermilion's not. I don't know that they're quite used to that. So while you could say Vermilion has no fouls, might need to play a little more aggressively just because it looks like the officials are allowing it. Now, Vermilion will start with the ball as Trey Hansen will get the inbounds pass from Carter. Same starters for both squads. Carter Hansen with the ball on the right-hand side. Gets it to a cutting Trey, over to Carter. Out to Connor. Connor drives in, met there by Cooper. Hansen drives in, floater up and in for Trey Hansen. And that's what we need to do. We need to create. It's now a 15-point lead. Was 21 points at one time. That's what we need to remember. Chip away, chip away. 7:27 to go on the Carlson's or on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Julius Moore pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Anderson kicks it back out to Mastelier. There's a three-point attempt for Cooper, and that hit nothing. So maybe they have cooled off. Rebound Trey Hansen, zone Robinson, knocks it out to Skogsberg. Skogsberg with the pull-up jumper, short. Rebound into the hands of Cooper, but stolen away by Trey Hansen. Back to Skogsberg for three. No good. Rebound to Mulder. Pass ahead to Julius Moore. Get it out to Cooper. Cooper for three, and that'll be it. Cooper hits his three. Trey Hansen drives in up at the left hand, no good. Gets his own rebound. Shoots for three, no good, but rebound Carter in the paint, up and hits the shot and is fouled. So that foul's on Cooper. That is Cooper's second. So Carter tries to get it back down to a 15-point deficit, and there he does. Gives him 7 points on the night. Averages 12.6 on the season. Here's Moore out to Anderson. Should have been called a travel. Moore back out front over to Mastelier. Mastelier picks up the dribble, gets it over to Cooper. Back to Moore, 6:14 to go, 48-33. Vermilion trails by 15. Mastelier out to Cooper. Cooper drives in, over to Mulder. They get it back down to Anderson. Moore for three, no good. Rebound, Zone Robinson. Zone gets it head to Carter. Carter thought about the three, kicks it over to Zone. Zone will take the three. Oh, in and out, in and out. Rebound, Julius Moore. Moore gets it over to Mastelier, kicks it out to Mulder. Mulder for 3, no good, off the back iron. Rebound zone, Robinson. Over to Bryson Skogsberg. Skogsberg goes up with the left hand, up and no good. Gets his own rebound, up and no good. And that ball is out of bounds, off of Anderson. You hope Vermilion's able to score on this. Skogsberg has to be kicking himself just a little bit. Here's Robinson at the three-point line. Drives in. Goes up. No foul called. Here's Mastelier. Over to Mulder. Mulder with the pass across to Moore. Moore down low to Mastelier. Out to Anderson. Anderson for 3, and that is good. Anderson with 14 points. It's now back to an 18-point lead. Trey Hansen over to Carter. Carter for 3. No good. Rebound to Anderson. Anderson with the pass ahead, stolen by Carter Hansen. Carter brings the ball up and has it knocked out of his hands. Anderson up and good with the right hand. Like I said, they are not calling fouls tonight. 53-33, back to a 20-point lead. 4.5 minutes to go. Here's Rohrig, drives in, up at the left hand, up and in for Connor Rohrig. His first points of the night. Every starter has now scored for Vermilion. Here's Moore. 18-point lead for Canton over Vermilion on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Cooper out to Anderson. Moore on the left-hand side. And Zone Robinson with the steal. Drives into the paint, goes up with the right hand, and good. Zone Robinson now with 8 points on the night. Mastelier able to put it in. His first points of the night. 18-point lead. Trey Hansen kicks it out to Rohrig. Over to Skogsberg. Skogsberg in the paint, no good. Carter Hansen unable to come up with the rebound, but that is out of bounds off of, they're going to say it's off of Vermilion. The official who called it off of Vermilion was nowhere in position to call it off of Vermilion, though. Aiden Judding checks in. Julius Moore checks out. Kane Wallner is in. Ryan Cooper is out. 18-point lead for Canton. Vermilion needs a stop and then a score. Braxton Mulder over to Judding. Judding thought about the 3. It's over to Anderson. Wallner will drive in, up with the right hand, up and in. Back to a 20-point lead. 3 minutes to go. Rohrig will drive into the paint, kicks it out to Carter. Over to Trey. Trey drives in, back to Carter. Carter drives in. Short little floater up, no good. Rebound into Braxton Mulder. Judding gets it into Anderson. Anderson drives in. Puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound. They're going to call a foul on Skogsberg. That'll be his first personal, first team. Matt Anderson goes to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is short. 20-point lead for Canton. 2.5 minutes to go here in the Canton and on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Second free throw for Anderson, up and good. Gives him 17 points on the night. Zone Robinson with the ball. 21-point lead, tied for the biggest lead for Canton for the night. Skogsberg kicks it out to Carter. Carter drives in over to Rohrig. Rohrig for 3. No, off the back iron. Rebound into the hands of Mulder. Over to Mastelier, back to Mulder. Pass ahead to Anderson. Anderson goes up. And that'll be a dunk for Anderson. .23-point lead for Canton. Trey Hansen drives in, gets his own rebound. He is fouled on the shot, I believe, or who are they going to call it on? That's going to be Mulder's third. Second team. Minute 56 to go. Hansen, Trey goes to the line. On the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, first free throw is up and good for Trey. 5 of 7 for the night from the free throw line. Connor Rohrig checks out. Landon Cerny checks in. Minute 56 to go. Vermilion trails by 22, 60-38. Second free throw is up and good for Hansen. Gives him 10 points on the night. Second Tanager in double figures. They get it down low to Wallner. Kicks it out to Cooper. Cooper for three. No good. Rebound, Carter Hansen. Right, there's your stop. Now we need a score. 21-point lead. Get it under 20. Hansen goes in. Kicks it out to Skogsberg for three. And that is good. Bryson Skogsberg for three. Now has 15 on the night. Cuts it down to 18. Here's Judding for three. And that is the answer. Gives Judding 9 points on the night. Back to a 21-point lead, 63-42. Minute 17 to go. Trey, guarded by Kane Wallner. Kicks it out to Carter. Carter for three. Short. Rebound by Mulder. Kicks it ahead to Judding. Judding has it stolen away by Skogsberg. Skogsberg drives in. Little short jumper is up and good in the paint. So 47 seconds to go. Vermilion trails by 19. Ball in the hands of Anderson. Here's Judding from the top of the key for three. No good. Rebound zone Robinson. All right, there's the stop again. Try to get it down to 17. Out to Cerny. Cerny for three. Yes! Landon Cerny for three. Brings it down to 16. Shot clock is off. 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. On the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, Vermilion trails 63-47. Anderson with the ball, guarded by Carter Hansen. Anderson will drive in, kick it out to Judding. Judding for three, no good. Rebound Carter Hansen, 6 seconds to go. Carter drives in, kicks it out to zone. They're going to call it out of bounds off of zone, but he ran into the official. So half a second left. And that's just emblematic of the night for Vermilion. So half a second to go. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter as Vermilion trails 63-47 here on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, your floral and gift store on the corner of 15th and Broadway. We have what you need this holiday season. The freshest flowers and plants, home decor, candles, games, puzzles, socks, a great foodie corner, and of course beautiful jewelry, because we love things that sparkle. Be sure to stop by and see all that we have. It will surprise you. Shop local, shop Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, your floral and gift store.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio and Vermilion streaming on YouTube. Vermilion trails 63-47 on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. This broadcast brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. So Canton will start with possession. Vermilion needs to get some stops and get some scores. I mean, they scored 19 points in that quarter, and you would normally think that would cut into the deficit, but Julius Moore cuts in, up with the right hand, extends it back to an 18-point lead. Trey Hansen, Carter for a long three. That'll be off the back iron. Rebound, Kane Wallner. No, into the hands of Trey Hansen, and Hansen is fouled on the shot. So Trey Hansen with his 8th rebound of the night to go with his 10 points. That's Kane Wallner's first personal. Trey Hansen goes to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is up and good. Makes it 65-48. 7:29 to go on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Second free throw up and good. 8 for 10 on the night is Trey. Here's Julius Moore with Vermilion trailing by 16. Gets it out to Cooper. Cooper back to Moore. Braxton Mulder drives in, kicks it out to Wallner. Wallner out to Judding. Judding drives in. Over to Cooper. Cooper's going to drive in. Pull-up jumper from the elbow. No good. Rebound, Carter Hansen, his 6th of the night. Carter Hansen drives in, up with the right hand, no good. Rebound into Mulder, ahead to Julius Moore. No good. Rebound into the hands of, nope, into Moore, up with the right hand, and good. Back to an 18-point lead. Skogsberg down to Carter Hansen. Back to Skogsberg. Zone thought about the 3. Goes into the paint, has it blocked by Cooper. Mulder has it stolen away by Zone. Zone gets it ahead to Trey Hansen. Trey Hansen up with the right hand and good. Probably should have been an and one opportunity there. They didn't call it, so it's 16-point lead for Canton with 6:14 to go. Ball is stolen away by Zone. Zone drives into the lane, up with the right hand. No foul called somehow again. Aiden Judding with the ball. Gets it across the midcourt, over to Cooper. Cooper for 3, no good. That ball is off of Kane Wallner.
You guys are terrible. Go to the back.
5:57 to go. 16-point lead for Canton. Vermilion brings the ball up. Here's Trey Hansen. And that's going to be a foul on Mulder or Wallner. That's on Wallner. That'll be his second personal. So Judding checks in. Wallner checks out. They should put a fresh 35 on the shot clock. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. Trey Hansen for a long 3, no good. And that'll be out of bounds. That'll go back to Canton. 5:39 to go. 67-51. Vermilion trails by 16. Just unable to get their feet underneath them tonight and get some traction. Lead has been as big as 21. Here's Mastelier, gets it out to Anderson. Anderson, cross-court pass to Judding. Judding drives in, kicks it into Skogsberg. Skogsberg with the steal. Drives into the paint, up, and he is fouled. He'll be fouled. Are they going to say it's on the floor? That's on Anderson. That'll be Anderson's first, third team. And they are, yeah, Bryson thought he was fouled during the shot. They're going to have to inbound here, 67-51. 5:10 to go on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Ball gets out to Zone Robinson, over to Rohrig. Carter Hansen on the right-hand side, guarded by Julius Moore. Back over to Skogsberg, gets to Rohrig. He'll drive into the paint, kicks it over to Carter. Out to Zone. Zone will drive in. Skogsberg. Met there by Mastelier. To a cutting Trey. Cross court to Rohrig. Rohrig, short jumper, up and good. All right, it's 14 now. This is the closest Vermilion has been. Get a stop. And Wallner drives in. Met there by Carter Hansen. Has it stolen away by Trey. Pass ahead to Zone. Zone goes up to the right hand, up and good. All of a sudden, it's a 12-point game, 4:27 to go, 67-55. Canton wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. Serving their customers for over 20 years. We'll be back on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Your crew is craving Pizza Ranch? It's easy to order online at pizzaranch.com. Online ordering makes it fast and easy to order craveable crispy ranch chicken or build your favorite pizza exactly how you like it. And now, for even more convenience, place your favorite order with just one tap. So when you're craving pizza or the country's best chicken, go to pizzaranch.com and start your order. For craveable food and convenient online ordering, there's so much to love at Pizza Ranch.
For the Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermilion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's doubled with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermilion.
Welcome back to Tanager basketball. With 4:24 to go, Vermilion has cut the lead to 12, 67-55. Or cut the deficit to 12. Canton's lead to 12. On the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, Matt Anderson at the free throw line gets it into Kane Wallner. Wallner out to Moore. Moore drives in. Spin move, and they're going to call it travel on Moore. That turnover will lead to Vermilion's ball. Vermilion now has a chance with 4:10, trailing by 12. Here's Carter. Bryson Skogsberg for 3. Yes! Bryson Skogsberg for 3! Cuts it down to 9. 3:56 to go. Mastelaar has the ball stolen away by Trey Hansen. Hansen molested there by... And that is a 3. No! That is going to be out of bounds off of Canton. And they're going to call a foul. What? What? They're going to call a foul on Carter Hansen? It's Carter Hansen's first. And again, an official nowhere near the play making a call. 3:44 to go. Vermilion trails by 9. Here's Moore. Brings the ball up, guarded by Rohrig. And that ball is knocked away by Hansen. Here's Cooper. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Cooper drives in, kicks it over to Wallner. Wallner over to Moore. Moore over to Anderson. 12 seconds on the shot clock. They get it over to Cooper. Cooper guarded by Trey. Over to Moore. 6, 5. Cooper for 3. No good. Now they're going to call a foul on Trey. They're going to call it on the shot, even though the ball had been released and his free. Oh my God! First foul on Trey. Second team foul. Cooper's first free throw is up and good. Makes a 10-point lead with 3:10 to go. That one also bounces in. Cooper, third free throw, up and good. Makes it 70-58. 3 minutes to go. Trey Hansen with the ball, drives in, kicks it out to Rohrig. Rohrig drives in, up. It is blocked, but no foul called. I'm not quite sure. The inconsistency of the officiating is what's probably the most troublesome. But here's Skogsberg up top. Skogsberg drives in, Floater up and good. Skogsberg now with 22 points on the night. 2:48 to go. Vermilion trails by 10. Kane Wallner over to Anderson. Anderson drives in. Up with the right hand. No good. Rebound Skogsberg. Skogsberg drives. Doesn't have numbers. Gets it out to Trey Hansen. Hansen. Floater up and no good. Rebound by Mulder. Into the hands of Zone Robinson. Robinson drives the paint. Rebound by Trey. Trey up and good. And here's going to be a timeout. Lead is now down to 8, and it's a timeout by Vermilion. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermilion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermilion.
Sherco in Vermilion is a full-service service center. Sherco LLC is an industry-leading supplier of tarp systems to the transportation industry and is located in Vermilion, South Dakota. Sherco Vermilion supports their customers in the agricultural, construction, waste, and flatbed markets. Become a part of the Sherco team. Go to sure-co.com, about us/careers. Demand the best. Demand Sherco.
Welcome back to Tanager basketball. Things are getting interesting. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Vermilion now trails 70-62. That lead was once as big as 21 points for Canton. 2:15 to go on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Mulder guarded by Robinson. Gets it over to Anderson. Anderson with 19 points on the night, leading scorer for Canton. Anderson drives in. Gets into a cutting Wallner, up and in. Back to a 10-point lead, minute 51 to go. Skogsberg gets it over to Carter. Carter over to Trey. Trey drives in. Kicks it out to Skogsberg for 3. Yes! Bryson Skogsberg for 3, and there's an injury or a hurt player. It's Matt Anderson. So Skogsberg hit his 5th 3 of the night to give him 25 points. So Anderson is on the floor. Looks like he might have hit his nose, bleeding quite a bit, it looks like. They have a towel up to his nose, as he has blood in his hands. So again, right now, let's reset. A minute 40 to go. Vermilion trails 72-65. Now a 7-point deficit as Anderson will go into the locker room. So the trainer for Canton will go out. I don't know if there's stuff they need to clean up. There seems to be a delay here. So a minute 40 to go. Vermilion now trails by 7. By 7. So out there right now for Vermilion, it's Rohrig, Skogsberg, Hansen, and Robinson. For Vermilion, they're being led by Bryson Skogsberg. They have him down at 22. I have him for 25. 12. Yeah, I just don't think they've added his to his total there. Zone Robinson has 10, Carter Hansen has 7, Trey Hansen has 19. Leading the way for Canton, they're being led by Matt Anderson, who has just walked off injured. Also, Ryan Cooper with 18 and Braxton Mulder with 14. So Vermilion huddling up right now. 72-65, Vermilion trails. Again, that lead or deficit was as large as 21 at one point. It looks like there was some blood, so they are trying to get that blood cleaned up off the court. So that's currently our delay. Again, on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard, 72-65. Vermilion trails, again, trailing it by as much as 21 at one point. So I believe we're going to be coming back into action here. On the court for Canton, Mastelair, Mulder, Moore, Cooper, and Wallner. So minute 40 to go on the Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard. Canton 72, Vermilion 65. Vermilion has been making a valiant effort here at the end of the, or in this fourth quarter. They cut the lead into the lead by 1 in that third quarter, outscoring Canton 19-18. To only trail by 16 heading into this fourth quarter. They've outscored Canton by 9 in this quarter. And there was a foul call on a missed three-pointer by Canton that led to 3 free throws. It'll also be a bone of contention. But here's Mulder. Gets the ball into Mastelair. Mastelair gets it across midcourt. And he is trapped there. And that's going to be a timeout by Canton as Mastelair was trapped. That'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it as well here on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM. This is brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion.
Visit our sleep experts at the Yankton Slumberland. With over 50 mattresses to choose from, we carry every price, free financing options, and the most trusted brands in the nation like Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. Snoring or lower back pain tormenting you? Seek relief with an adjustable power base. Fall asleep faster and cooler with our sheets and pillow selection. With a 120-night sleep trial, you can't make a mistake. See us today at the Yankton Slumberland, 2401 Broadway.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Jen Ashley. Minute 31 to go. Vermilion trails by 7. Lead was once as big as 21. We're in Canton, South Dakota. Canton looking to inbound the ball off a timeout. 27 seconds on the shot clock. They get it into Julius Moore. Moore guarded by Connor Rorick. Over to Kane Wallner. Wallner drives in, kicks it over to Cooper. Cooper loses control into the hands of Zone Robinson. Robinson gets it over to Skogsberg. Skogsberg pushes up, drives in, kicks it out to Robinson. Over to Skogsberg for 3. But Skogsberg was fouled on the three-pointer, wasn't he? Yes! Skogsberg fouled on the 3. So Skogsberg will go to the line to shoot 3 with a minute 9 to go. Vermilion trailing by 7. Obviously the clock is stopped. Skogsberg, first of 3 free throws. First is up and good. Second free throw up and good. And all 3 are good. It's a 4-point game with a minute 9 to go. Braxton Mulder with the ball, gets it over to Moore. Moore over to Wallner. Wallner traveled, but they didn't call it. Here's Moore. Moore is fouled by Trey Hansen. That'll be Hansen's second personal. Third team foul. 58.3 seconds to go. Deny the inbound. That's what they're going to try to do. They get it into Moore. Fresh 35. Need to pressure. Need to trap. And Moore's caught. Okay, they get it into Mulder. Mulder picked up out there, gets it over to Wallner. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Wallner pushes Skogsberg aside. That is stolen by Rorik. Rorik gets it ahead to Trey Hansen. Trey for three. No good. Rebound Carter. Carter gets it out to Zone. Zone over to Trey. Trey drives in. And that is, oh, come on! It wasn't an offensive foul down there. They're calling Trey for an offensive foul. .1 seconds to go. That would have been the 5th foul on Canton. He would have been going to the line with no clock, no time running off. Here's the ball into Mulder, into Moore. Moore drives in. They're going to call a foul on Connor Rorik. That'll be the 15th foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Will Julius Moore. And if you're going to call that an offensive foul, then there had to be one down on Wallner down on the other side. If you're watching on the stream, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Wallner pushed Skogsberg, so he slid across the court. No call. Moore to the line to shoot 2. 72-68. First free throw for Moore is up and good. Second free throw up and short. Rebound Wallner. 15 seconds. Mulder as they're now up by 5 with 12 seconds to go, and Mulder will go to the line to shoot 2. That'll be Connor Rorig's first personal. 15, Mulder goes to the line to shoot 2. He can put this out of reach. Right now it's a 5-point lead. If he makes both of these, it becomes a 3-possession game. First free throw, no good. No good for Mulder. Second free throw up and good. Makes it a 6-point game. Ball's kicked by Anderson. Zone Robinson to inbound the ball. Gets it into Trey Hansen. 12 seconds to go. 11, 10. Over to Rorik. Fourth, no. Out to Zone. 5 seconds to go. For 3. No good off the front iron, and that will do it. Vermillion. Well, Carter Hansen will count on the steal. Ends up making it 74-70. And Tanagers will fall to Canton. We'll be back with our First Dakota National Bank postgame show after these messages on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermillion streaming on YouTube. Midwest Ready Mix scoreboard shows 74-70. Canton defeats Vermillion.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
You ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers.
Last week, a guy walked into the UPS store in Vermilion. He did not notice the copiers, the printers, the mailboxes, the banners, the posters, not even the business and shipping supplies. It was like he had blinders on. Hi, this is Jay with the UPS store in Vermilion. Many people don't see everything we have to offer when they stop by the UPS store to ship their packages. They miss all the things we have, like printing, designing. We even offer notary services here at the UPS store, located on Cherry Street in Vermilion.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermilion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermilion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermilion Auto Works.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermilion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermilion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermilion Vision Care Associates.
Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to Vermilion Tanager basketball as the Tanagers fall 74-70 in a game probably marred by really inconsistent officiating. You hate to say something like that, but there was a lot of evidence of that. And not that it slanted one way or the other, but there was an egregious one towards the end where they called an offensive foul on Trey down low when a Canton player hit the ground. With just a couple minutes left, but they didn't call one down on the other end when Kane Wallner took Skogsberg to the ground. That ended up being a 2-point, potentially 4-point swing. Right there, you can take a look, and that could easily be the difference in the game. Well, let's take a look at part of the First Dakota National Bank post-game show. Leading scorer for Vermilion, I have Bryson Skogsberg at 30. I have Trey Hansen at 16. Zone Robinson at 8. Carter Hansen at 9. Connor Rohrig at 4. And Landon Cerny with 3. For Canton, they were led by Matt Anderson with 19. Ryan Cooper with 18. Braxton Mulder with 15. Aiden Judding, with 9. 7 for Julius Moore. 4 for Kane Wallner, and 2 for Pierce Mastelier. So 74-70, Vermilion falls. Unfortunately, on the same night that Dakota Valley falls to Groton area, which would have been a perfect opportunity for Vermilion to really possibly take over that 1 seed if they could have, pulled off a victory tonight and a victory on Friday. So we'll see. They Canton they have a plus 500 record, so that does help. That'll be 36 points for the loss for tonight for Vermilion, but it will hurt. And so we're going to have to take a look at that tomorrow on At the Mic, where the seed points leave Vermilion. But with Dakota Valley losing, and then Lennox will play Dakota Valley on Friday, so we'll see where that leads people. But this it's a tough loss. They got down 21 at one point, and Vermilion fought their way back. They got to within 3, I believe it was, or maybe 4. Got within 4 and just could not close that gap, but really dug themselves a hole. Now, I'm not sure if Coach Drake will come up, but he'll say the same thing. You know, you can't dig yourself that deep of a hole and expect to win, but they tried, you know, but they've done it before. Just a slow start where could not stop Canton at all in the first half. And because at the half it was 45-28, so they did hold them to 29 points in the second half. So defensively in the second half really did their job. If they could have done that both halves, that would have been a sub-60 game for their opponent. But just unable to do that defensively. So we're going to take a look around the state. This look around the state brought to you by the Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. So in boys action, well, first let's take a look at girls, because girls, these are all play-in games for the regions. So in Class A, girls, Clark Willow Lake leads Dual 31-24 with 1 minute to go. Platte Geddes leads Kimball White Lake with 1 minute to go. They lead them 45-43. And then that's all for Class A. In Class B, Oldham Ramona Rutland defeated Flandreau Indian 75-41. Gregory defeated Cologne 52-41. Freeman Academy Marion leads Scotland 31-20 with 1 minute to go in the fourth. The winner of that game will play Centerville tomorrow and in Region 4B. And Coach Drake is here, so we will bring him in, let him get the headset on here for a second. Hey, Coach, how's it going?
Not a good night.
No. No, one of those, I was just saying, you know, whether it was defensively or offensively, a combination in that first half just let him get out to too wide a lead. I think it was 21, maybe 22 at some point. And like we've said that before, you know, you can't get behind that far. It just takes so much out of you because you have to push on the pedal so hard the rest of the game just to try to come back.
Right, yeah. You know, and it's just disappointing because, one, you're trying to play good basketball going into the postseason, but coming off our win on Friday night against Polka, we put ourselves in a position where we still had an outside shot at getting maybe the 2 seed come the end of the week. But part of that is we knew we needed to get both, and give them credit. They played with much more urgency in the first half. They're a good offensive and explosive team. And that's the other thing. We let them get in a rhythm and in a flow early. And what we've got to understand has happened here at times. We can't allow that. You know, some people would say, "Oh, they're hot, they're shooting this." That's on us. You know, letting them get shots in rhythm, in their spots. You know, we told our team at halftime, and it still took till like I think the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. We literally did not have a foul in the first half, and just the natural flow. Like you want to be a team that plays defense without fouling. But when you say that, just playing a game, you know, you never want your team getting in the bonus in the quarter, which is 5 fouls. I mean, you probably should have 3-4 fouls a quarter. You know, and so at the end of the night, if you have 3-4 fouls a quarter, you're around the 12-13 mark. That means you're playing hard, you're being aggressive, you're doing some things defensively, getting after it. And the opposite of that is, you know, we told our group at halftime, when we have 0 fouls in the first half, that's probably part of the reason they have 45. We're not down in the stance, we're standing, we're watching the game. We got beat on front cuts way too much. It was simple shell defense stuff that we do every day in practice. And, you know, what's disappointing is we were undisciplined and lazy on it. And, you know, the tough thing with, you know, over our years, if you say we're going to get 70, usually that's pretty good for us because, but we do not defend the way you need to defend. And if this continues, obviously, in 8 days, we'll be done. It won't matter who our first round opponent is. And like I said, give Canton credit. They still had an outside shot if things go their way. One, they needed a win to get to a 4 seed and maybe host the game in the first round against T. But and then they need some help with some other teams. But you got to get the win first, and they came out and did just that.
Well, you know, and in the second half, you guys did play a little tougher defense. Held them to 29. You know, you do that both halves, all of a sudden it's a 58-point game. Like you said, 70 wins it by a dozen points. You know, and it seemed like the team finally got into the flow in the second half. Just what do you think it was in the first half? Just that just got outplayed?
Well, you know, I think that's part of the, you know, we just got done talking about it's frustrating when we're 3 months into the season, game 19, final week of the regular season. But some of it's a maturity standpoint, and we had a walkthrough this morning, shoot around, and it wasn't very good, in my opinion. I felt we were too loose and stuff, and you know, you got a business to take care of it tonight, and those all, whether you think so or not, it all kind of goes hand in hand. And our guys have got to learn. You know, it's not like this is the first time. We've had probably 3-4 games like this now. You know, I think of the Pine Ridge game. I think of the Delaware Rapids game. This game tonight, Madison, obviously, and we kind of bailed ourselves out, thinking one out at the end. But the question we ask our group is the energy and effort you see defensively when we get down. You know, even, you know, we get down 20 there, so it goes into the 20s in the second half. We really only won that third quarter by 1 point because we got it to 16. But then all the energy and effort that you see and put in on the defensive end to claw back, and it's like, in one sense, you want to tell your group, and we've said this in the past, hey, great job, Badland, way to not quit, you know, keep fighting. But the question is, where is the energy and effort that you, to get yourself back in the game? Hey, what if we play like that from the get-go? Things maybe look different, the whole complexion of the game. And until we grow up and kind of figure that out and understand that this area, the state, this region, this conference, that you have to play that way for 32 minutes, and even if you do that, there's no guarantee. But if you want to have a fighting chance and put yourselves in a better position throughout the game, you got to play like that from the get-go.
Well, now you have a few days to regroup before you play Parker in the season finale. What do you tell your guys between now and then?
Well, we just told them that, you know, in the locker room, we've got to figure it out with Dan right now. Because the defensive effort we had tonight, it's just not going to get it done no matter who our first-round opponent is. And we basically got 8 days here to figure it out. A week from tomorrow night is the first round of the regions, and our region's just too good. I don't care what the seed is. You know, we'll probably be the 3 seed now, but it'll be either Beersford or EPJ, whoever lands in that 6 seed. And both those teams are good basketball teams. And if we aren't ready to defend someone and play with a little bit more energy and effort, our season will be done in 8 nights.
Well, and you know, you talk about Region 4, it really is topsy-turvy. With Groton area beating Dakota Valley tonight, and then Lennox playing Dakota Valley on Friday, I mean, really, there's no idea how that seeding's going to end up 1 through 8. And so it is really hard to guess right now.
Yeah, you know, it's no different. A year ago, we were the 7th seed at 9 and 11. But I think power points-wise, we are still in the top 32 in our in the class. And, you know, obviously we knocked off Lennox in the 7-2 matchup. I'm just telling you again, this year, you know, the 6 and 7 seeds are going to be right there, and they'll have a chance to win that first-round game as much as anyone. And you got to play well. That's the bottom line. You're going to have to defend someone. You're going to have to play extremely hard. You're going to have to play full 32 minutes. You're going to have to play consistent throughout on both ends of the floor. If not, your season's going to be done.
Well, exactly. Well, Coach, yeah, like you said, tough loss. Yeah, I mean, and you want to be proud of that second half, but you want, like you said, if it had been there for the first 16 minutes, you guys are probably walking away with the victory tonight.
Right. That's the disappointing part.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you so much for coming up. Really appreciate it. Drive home safely, and we'll be talking to you again between now and Friday.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Hey, thank you. That was Coach Jay Drake of the Vermilion Tanagers here on our First Dakota National Bank postgame show. let's take a look at some scores around the state, and then we will get you guys on your way. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. But as we mentioned, some big upset in boys Class A as Dakota Valley falls to Groton area 71-54. In other A action, Platte Geddes over Todd County, Aberdeen Christian over Little Wound, Millbank over Madison. Flandre leads Dubrick area by 7 after 3. Lemon leads Belle-Fourche by 2 after 1. Great Plains Lutheran defeats North Central. Canastota leads Hanson 48-40 with 6 minutes to go. At the half, Parkston leads Corsica Stickney 19-16. Looks like that is at the half. Now, winner over Crow Creek 69-51. Rapid City Christian lead Deadwood by 54. Hot Springs defeats Ulrichs. Sioux Falls Christian defeats Marshall 81 out of Minnesota 81-44. Baltic over Tri-Valley by 11 at the half. EPJ defeats West Central. McCook Central Montrose leads MVP 49-40 with 6 minutes to go. Del Rapids beat Garrettson. St. Thomas More leads Rapid City Central 16-10. Custer over Hill City 5-3 with 6 minutes to go in the first. Those are the only A updates. And in B, Centerville over Mitchell Christian 53-41. Faith leads New Underwood. Aberdeen Christian defeats Little Wound. Flandreau leads Dubrick area. Lemon over Belle-Fourche. Canastota leads Hanson 48-46 with 4 minutes to go. And everything else are updated. Del Rapids St. Mary defeated Pipestone area 74-68. Coleman Egan leads Sioux Falls Lutheran, and Gayville-Vollen leads Viborg Hurley. Viborg Hurley, I'm not quite sure what has happened. If it's because of Kobe Sherman, the cancer, and having to head out to Texas, if there's just a mental thing going on. But Viborg Hurley losing right now to Gayville-Vollen at the half, 31-27. Well, this has been Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, serving their customers for over 150 years. Every timeout was brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermilion. Murph's Appliance for over 20 years, locally owned, locally operated, and serving the appliance needs of their customers. Also taking a look at the scoreboard, Midwest Ready Mix, for all of your concrete needs. They have also partnered and purchased Clark's Rentals in Yankton to expand their offerings. And then the halftime show brought to you by Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford, your complete car care center for almost 60 years. Well, for Jen Ashley, I'm Michael Schumacher. This has been Tanager Basketball on ESPN Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM KVTK, Vermilion, Yankton. And we will be back with you tomorrow night for girls' opening round of regions, as they will be taking on Parker. Again, have yourselves a good night, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night.